Hey, Curtis. I bet you're probably asleep at this late hour. I hate to do it this way, but I want to get a divorce. It's a somewhat recent development, but there's a particular reason why I can no longer be with you. So I'm moving out of our house. By the time you wake up and read this, I'll already be somewhere far, far away. I'm only leaving you these messages so you'll know that I'm leaving of my own free will and that there was no foul play or any kind of accident. You don't need to worry about me or contact the police. I'm fine. With that said, let me be really honest right now. You are way too serious, Curtis. Seriously, you're 100% serious 100% of the time. You never have any fun. I just can't take it anymore. I have to get out of here. I want to get divorced. But my mom is so uber traditional, she'd never take me back in if I told her what I did and why. She'd just be constantly on my case about it. The only way I'm ever going to be able to live my truth is to get as far away from this area as possible. And by the way, I haven't even told my mom where I'm going, so don't bother trying to get any information out of her. She doesn't know. As a matter of fact, no one knows, so just don't bother asking anyone, okay? I left signed divorce papers on the table. Turn them in as soon as possible. Goodbye, Curtis. Forever.
What the... What's going on here? Natalie, what are you doing? I was surprised when you weren't in the house this morning, but I just read those messages and now I'm really concerned. Natalie. Hey Mom, thanks for taking care of Nancy today for me. It really means a lot. I know this was sudden, so I want you to know just how much I appreciate you helping me out at a time like this.
It's no trouble at all, Curtis. Quite the contrary, I don't know how to make up for what my daughter has done to you. Honestly, I don't know what that girl is thinking.
Sounds like you haven't heard anything from her yet, huh?
No, not a thing. What about you?
Same here. I tried calling her, but it looks like she blocked my number. Plus, she either blocked me on all her social media accounts or deleted them. She was very thorough.
I see. I've tried calling everyone who I thought might have some idea what was going on, but no one seems to know anything.
Yeah, she told me that no one would know anything, so I shouldn't waste my time asking around. I guess she meant that.
I do have one possibility in mind.
You do?
I don't know anything for certain, and I feel terrible telling you this, but... well, I feel that it's best that I do. You deserve to know.
What is it? I'm completely in the dark right now, and anything is better than nothing, so... if there's anything on your mind, please tell me.
Well, I have a friend who works in a cafe at the airport, and she told me that she actually saw Natalie this morning. She said that Natalie was dragging along a few large suitcases and went through the gate together with a rough-looking man with bleached blonde hair.
Rough-looking? Bleached blonde hair? Oh no. You don't suppose it's that guy she had an affair with a while back, do you?
That was my first thought as well.
Suppose I should have seen that coming.
Curtis, I am so sorry about all of this. My daughter has put you through so much, and you don't deserve any of it.
Don't worry, Mom. It's nothing you need to apologize for. She's an adult. She's her own person. Everything she does is solely her own responsibility and has nothing to do with you or anyone else. I'm really grateful for you telling me about that. Thanks to you, now I know how to move forward from here. Unfortunately, I think this is leading toward the conclusion that I've been trying so hard to avoid for all these years.
By that, I presume you mean divorce?
Yeah, divorce.
I see. Well, I suppose that can't be avoided anymore.
I really wish there was some other way, Mom. I'm sorry.
No, Curtis, please don't apologize to me like that. You don't need to worry about me at all. You go ahead and do whatever it is you think is best for you and Nancy, and you'll have my full support no matter what.
Thanks, Mom. I'll let you know of my plans every step of the way. Hey, Mom, do you have a minute?
Hello, Curtis. Yes, I'm free, dear. What is it?
It's about Natalie.
Go on.
I have Nancy's school to think about, and after talking to my own parents, they've given me their blessing, so I think I'll be moving forward in the direction I talked with you about the other day.
I see. Thank you for letting me know. Actually, I had something I was thinking about as well.
What is it?
Like I said, I've been thinking that Natalie, she told you, her husband and the father of her child, goodbye forever and vanished into thin air. And she hasn't even said anything to me, her own mother. I'm fed up with her behavior, and I won't tolerate it any longer. I'm consulting with a particular person about what my options are moving forward as well.
I see.
I'm still in early discussions, but I'll let you know more when I make my final decision.
Gotcha. I'll be waiting.
Hey, Curtis. I was thinking, I don't know, maybe I'd go ahead and come back home soon? How's Nancy doing? She's too young to have her own phone, so I can't call her directly, and for some weird reason our home phone number doesn't seem to be working either. Weird. So yeah, I was just kind of curious how my sweet little Nancy was doing. Are you there, Curtis? Oh, are you maybe still at work? That would make sense. This time of year always was pretty busy for you. Okay, well, go ahead and shoot me a message whenever you read this. Curtis, don't just leave me on red like that. I know you saw my messages from yesterday. Message me back as soon as you can, got it? What kind of scummy guy just ignores messages from his own wife like this? Seriously, what is your problem? Oh well. I know that without me around to keep things in order, the house is probably on the verge of collapsing, so I'll come home tomorrow to check up on you guys. Curtis! Exactly what is going on? This is not what I was expecting to see when I got home.
Huh, you actually came home.
Yeah, I told you I was coming. But what on earth is going on with the house? I mean, the house is gone?
What you mean the house is gone?
I mean exactly what I said. The house is gone, vanished, disappeared. Not just the house, the whole property was completely leveled.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is that all you have to say?
Is there some kind of sign that said an apartment building is going to be built?
Huh? Oh, you're right, there's a sign right here. Curtis, what is going on here?
Isn't it obvious? Our old landlord decided to tear down the house and build an apartment building.
What?
One time a while back when I was talking to our old landlord, and he mentioned that with the way the housing market is moving, he'd probably be able to make a considerable amount more in income with an apartment building than just a one-unit house. Our lease terminated a few months ago, and I didn't renew, so I guess he must have gone through with that plan.
Wait, you didn't renew the lease?
Nope, I didn't. I moved.
You moved? Why didn't you tell me? Where are you living now?
I don't see any reason why I should have to tell you.
Are you joking? I'm your wife. How could you just up and move without telling me? You must be out of your mind. What's your new address? Are you still in town?
I'm the one that's out of my mind. Well, you must be some kind of amnesiac, because you seem to have forgotten that you were the one who left signed divorce papers behind when you left.
Oh.
I submitted them a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, so there's nothing stopping you from getting remarried. Why don't you have your good friend Harvey get divorced from his wife, so the two of you can get properly married? You've been seeing each other for so long, I thought you'd be super excited to finally be divorced.
You know about Harvey?
I really was a moron. I never should have forgiven you for cheating on me back in college when we were still dating. But I never thought you'd stoop so low as to get back together with him after we were married.
How? How did you find out?
I heard from someone who saw the two of you going through the airport gate together carrying a ton of luggage. That got me suspicious, so I went ahead and paid a visit to Harvey's parents. Sure enough, he had gone mysteriously missing at the same time you did. Imagine my shock, though, when I found out that Harvey was also married with children. If he liked you enough to abandon his family to run away with you, he should have had the decency to at least properly give his wife a divorce first. You and that amoral scumbag are totally perfect for each other.
Well, I don't know. It's just that meeting each other in secret felt so rebellious and thrilling. I thought it wouldn't be as much fun being with him if we were actually married. So we decided to try out the whole run away from your family with your lover thing just to see how it felt.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
But when we actually went through with it, it was actually kind of a pain. We were having trouble making ends meet, and then the other day I woke up and Harvey was gone. So I figured that since it didn't work out, I would just head back home. Don't worry, I won't be seeing Harvey anymore. He blocked my number, so I don't even know how I would contact him. So yeah, tell me the address for our new house.
Not a chance in hell.
Why not?
I'll raise Nancy without you.
You can't do that. I'm her mother.
And one more thing. Your mother also sold her own house and moved.
What?
Apparently she'd been dating an English guy for a while. After she told him about what you had done to all of us, a little while later, he proposed to her. Her spousal visa just got approved, so she moved to England with him. That was 10 days ago.
You can't be serious. She never told me anything about that.
I didn't know either, but according to her, she was just about to introduce him to us around the time you ran away with Harvey.
Oh. Oops.
Listen, Natalie, when you ran away from your family, you did so with the explicit understanding that you're willfully cutting off all ties with them. You divorced me, blocked me on everything, and never even talked to your mom about where you were going. You have to understand that this means you have absolutely no grounds to be complaining about anything we do from here on out.
You're being way too harsh.
Let's get this conversation back on track, shall we? You, a married woman, had an illicit affair with Harvey, a married man.
So?
So, I've already made arrangements to sue the both of you for your affair, and you should be hearing from my lawyer in short order.
You're gonna sue me?
You said just a while ago that Harvey had disappeared overnight. However, his wife hired a private detective who has already found out his current location. His wife's friends are on their way to his hideout as we speak.
Friends? Why did you put quotation marks around that?
Oh, just some people who his wife knows through her father. They're gonna take him to a special workplace where he'll be facing his punishment for the affair.
What punishment?
Well, you'll find out in short order. They're coming to pick you up next.
Uh-oh.
In fact, I think you'll be meeting them very soon.
But how do they know where I am?
Because I told them.
Oh, come on! Why are you doing this to me, Curtis?
I think you know why. Goodbye, Natalie. Forever. Harvey's wife's friends found Natalie just a few minutes after the last text message. Her parents come from a family that's very well connected in, well, a certain line of business. When I consulted with her about what to do, she told me that I could leave everything to her, so I took her up on that offer. She and her parents used all the connections that they have to design a custom tailored punishment program for Harvey and Natalie. Natalie quite possibly picked the worst woman in the country to make an enemy of, in order to pay off the damages from my and Harvey's wife's lawsuits against her. As well as child support for our daughter, Natalie has been placed in a live-in workplace with 24/7 surveillance. Every single aspect of her lifestyle is under the company's complete control, including when she works, when she rests, what she eats, when she sleeps, everything. Ever since then, I've been receiving regular payments into my bank account, so I assume she's at least still alive. But other than that, I haven't heard a thing from her. I'm now enjoying a peaceful life together with my parents, daughter, and fiancé. We're getting married next month.
Tony, what time are you going to come back? It's already close to lunchtime.
Sorry about that. I'll be back in about an hour or so.
You're not driving right now, are you?
No, of course not. I just stopped at a gas station for a short break. I started to get a little sleepy.
Yeah, you did leave at midnight. Did you manage to catch anything today?
Just a little, but not as much as some days.
Okay, that's good though. It would be nice if you could be the one to descale and gut the fish though.
No way, I just catch it and eat it. But it does save us on grocery shopping.
I'm not sure you really save us that much. If anything, it could be more expensive for you to buy all of the bait and spend time doing it so often. Actually, I was thinking, but haven't you been going fishing a little too much recently? You go pretty much every single Saturday and Sunday.
Really? I don't think I go night fishing all that much.
But you're almost never at home anymore.
Are you gonna tell me to stop doing my favorite hobby?
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not asking you to never go at all, but I want you to spend more time with Sam. Do you even remember the last time you spent some time with him?
I don't remember the exact time and date. But I spend time with him here and there.
Well, yeah, but all you ever do is play video games with him sometimes. And even then, it's only one round each time you do.
I have work on the weekdays, you know. I get tired too. Can't just sit there playing games with him all night.
That's why I'm asking you to free up either Saturday or Sunday to play with him. It doesn't have to be both, but at least one of them each week. He's still only 8 years old.
Not only, he's already 8 years old. At this point, I'm sure he would prefer to play video games than to spend time with me.
But he's still playing video games too much recently as well.
Do you think that he will become stupid if he plays too many games?
I don't think that, but it's still bad for his eyes to always look at a screen, and I want him to go outside and play there more. As he gets older, he's going to be using screens and computers and phones more and more. I want him to be a little more active while he's still growing up.
What are you talking about?
Kids these days don't play outside anymore. That's exactly why I want you to play with him and help him be more active.
Then why don't you just do it? You can go outside and play catch with him or something.
Are you planning on leaving everything to me? No, that's not what I meant. Then in that case, you need to take some time away from fishing and spending more time with Sam. Make some time for him for the weekend.
Okay, I got it. I'll find some time for him.
Okay, good. He will grow up so fast, and then he will be the one who won't want to spend time with us. You have to enjoy this time while it lasts. By the way, once you come back, we need to go shopping.
Oh, do we have to? I'm really tired. But I have to clean up and put away all my fishing gear.
When you started fishing, I told you that you have to make sure you still do your part for the family. And I'm the one who always has to gut the fish, and that's the hardest job.
Fine, I got it. Let's go together then.
Great, I'll be waiting. Drive safely. Tony, this isn't what we agreed on.
Alice, why are you awake already? It's only 1 a.m.
I just had to go to the bathroom. And I wake up to see that you're gone from the bed and all of your fishing gear is gone too. What's going on? The three of us had plans to go shopping today, didn't we? Why did you just run off and go fishing on your own?
Look, sorry, but today I just really wanted to go.
It's not just today though, is it? It's always like this. It doesn't matter how many times I talk to you about it. You always put fishing first.
I can't help it. Fishing is the one thing that allows me to relax.
Why don't you also find yourself a hobby? What?
You don't really have any hobbies, do you? That's why you don't understand why I want to go fishing so badly.
Listen here. I work part-time, do all of the housework, and look after Sam pretty much on my own. Do you really think I have time to enjoy some sort of hobby? I'd like to be able to do something on the weekend, but you always leave yourself. Then I have no choice but to stay home.
You could just leave Sam at home by himself. He'll be fine. You're being too protective.
He's only 8. I can't leave him at home alone for too long.
Then we can send him to a friend's house to spend the day there.
We can't just do that all the time. It will make trouble for those parents. They also have their own plans, you know.
Then we can just buy him a phone. How about that? Then if anything happens, he can call us at any time and we can come back. He'll be fine. Remember when we were kids and how much we did on our own or just with friends? I think it's fine for him to find things out on his own a little. Plus, he's a boy, so he'll be fine.
It doesn't matter if he's a boy or a girl. Recently, there have been so many crazy stories on the news.
Ugh, you're worrying too much. It's better for boys to be given a little bit of freedom.
Fine, I'll think about leaving him alone so he can have some freedom later on. We can come back to it. But right now, I'm angry at you for being selfish and leaving on your own. Don't try to change the subject.
I'm sorry about it. I won't just go off fishing like that again.
That's not the problem. I don't care that you went fishing. I care that you broke your promise and didn't join us today. Or are you going to come back before we leave today?
Well, that's gonna be a little hard, I think.
I knew this would happen. That's why I can't trust you with anything anymore.
Just let me off the hook this one time. I won't break any more promises.
Seriously, you need to cut this out. Oh, and by the way, if you don't catch anything, you don't need to buy it at the market on the way home.
What? I don't do anything like that.
I didn't mention it before, but Mary told me that she saw you at the market buying fish really early in the morning.
Wait, what?
I haven't asked you to buy fish for a few years at this point, so you must have bought it when you said you went fishing, right?
Oh, well, okay, yeah, you got me. I thought you'd tell me not to go if I can't catch anything.
It's your hobby, so I wouldn't say anything like that. That is if you make some time for your family. Night fishing is a big no, but why don't you just take Sam along with you next time? That way you can do what you want and spend time with Sam as well.
Oh, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that before? Okay, next time I'll take Sam along with me.
No night fishing, okay?
Yeah, I got it. We'll go in the morning or the afternoon. Alright, it's settled. I'll take him next week. So just let me off the hook for tonight, okay?
You know what will happen if you break your promise this time, don't you?
I know, don't worry. This time I will definitely keep my promise. Alice, what's up with all the phone calls? I got so many missed calls from you.
Why didn't you pick up? The wind here is really strong.
I thought I wouldn't be able to hear you even if I did pick up.
What are you doing right now?
I'm out fishing, of course. It's really fun being out here with Sam. It's a lot different to how it normally is being out here alone. I'll take Sam with me more from now on.
What are you talking about? Your son is in the hospital right now.
What? The hospital?
He passed out by the jetty in the extreme heat. Luckily, some passerby found him and took him to the hospital. He's dehydrated and has severe heat stroke.
What, a heat stroke?
And what were you doing while you left our son alone out there? And then you go and lie to me that the two of you are fishing together?
Oh, I got a phone call from work and just went back to the car for a second.
Yeah, well, the people who found him went to the car park screaming and looking for any family members, and no one showed up.
I just didn't hear them. What hospital is he in? I'll go there immediately.
No, you don't have to come. What? Why? Isn't it obvious? I don't want you here anymore. Even an idiot like you should be able to tell that under these circumstances.
Look, I'm sorry I left him alone, but it wasn't on purpose.
Even now you're going to keep lying to me? You forgot, didn't you, that Sam's phone was still in your car? I checked where you are using his phone's tracker.
What?
I know everything now.
Wait, Alice, I'm sorry, but there's a reason for this.
There's no good reason for this, and I don't want to hear your excuses. Goodbye. You can keep fishing by yourself for the rest of your life.
Alice, I'm so sorry. Please come back. I was wrong. I did the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know that very well. You used your son to try and hide your affair.
I'm really, really sorry.
This isn't just something you can make go away with a lame apology. It's all your fault that Sam ended up in the hospital. You knew that the temperature was really picking up, but you still left him out in the sun without even leaving him any water to drink? And what if he had fallen into the water or anything else? These things can happen even to adults, but you still left an 8-year-old by himself?
The water was very calm that day.
I told you that I don't want to hear any excuses.
Look, I already apologized, didn't I? And I showed you all of our texts and promised to never see her again. Why did you still have to walk out after all that? I really regret what I did.
And just because you regret it, you think that I have to forgive you? Those are two different things. And is there some kind of rule that says I have to forgive you just because you admitted to cheating?
No, there isn't, but...
When I heard that Sam had been taken to the hospital, I thought my heart would just stop. And then I couldn't get into the contact with you either. Then when I finally got to the hospital and listened to what Sam said, I checked his phone tracker and see your car parked outside a hotel. Do you have any idea how much you have hurt me? You don't, do you? That's why you went and started an affair with one of your co-workers in the first place.
That's not how it is. She said that things weren't going well with her fiancé, and then when I listened to her talk about it, she made a move on me.
So then none of this is your fault? Huh? Is that what you're trying to say? That's not what I'm trying to say.
But we have both been drinking, and it just kind of happened.
That's exactly the kind of person I don't want to be with anymore. And it wasn't just once, was it? You've been seeing her every time you have a day off. Then you were both laughing at me, how I was too stupid to even notice anything. I saw the texts. I feel like I'm the most pathetic person in the world right now. Even what happened to Sam, if I hadn't told you to take him fishing with you then, this wouldn't have happened.
Wait, no, it's all my fault.
I know that it is. But even so, I still blame myself for it too. I regret ever leaving him alone in your hands. I should have known better than to trust you.
Let's just talk about this one more time. Sam is still in grade school. It would be better for him if he still had both parents around.
Do you really think he needs a dad who never spends any time with him and leaves him alone to sleep with another woman? Plus, you were the one who said that he's already 8 and is growing up fast.
I know I said that, but I think he still needs to have both parents around. I promise that I will be a good parent from now on.
It's too late for that now. You can't just turn around and say that after the worst case scenario has already happened, you did something that you can never take back.
I'll make it up to Sam as well.
Sam doesn't want to go fishing anymore, he told me. You just handed him all of the gear without explaining to him what to do, and then you left him there all alone. Do you think he had a good time? All you did was leave him with bad memories.
I'm sorry, but I really didn't plan to be away from him for so long. I just met up with her because we had decided to not see each other anymore because she was about to get married.
I don't care about those details. It had nothing to do with me.
Alice, I'm sorry. Please forgive me just this one time. Just give me one more chance.
I've already given you plenty of chances, and you're the one who let me down each and every time.
But I don't want to get a divorce. I won't use my time on fishing anymore. From now on, I will do all the housework and take care of Sam by myself. But please just forget about the divorce.
Maybe it was just the affair. I wouldn't have chosen to go straight for the divorce. But you put your son in danger, and I will never forgive you for that.
Then what if Sam forgave me? Would that change things?
Even if we get a divorce, it won't change the fact that you are his father. So that's the problem.
No, but it will be much better if all of us live together. There are more things I'll be able to do for him that way.
We've been living together this whole time and you haven't done anything for him at all. If you really want to make things right for what you have done, then you can prove it with how you live from now on. Somewhere far away from us, of course. I told you before, but I don't trust you at all.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Alice. I can't live without the two of you.
What are you saying? You're fine without us, aren't you? That's why you always left us at home and went out to meet another woman.
That's not why. I really realize this time around, you and Sam are my reason for being alive.
If that goes away, then why just not find a new hobby for yourself? Plus, no one will say anything now, no matter how many women you sleep with. You also don't have to bother yourself with raising a child. Good for you that your free time will increase. Isn't that what you wanted after this whole time? After that, we had to talk a few more times, but finally went through with the divorce. Both my parents and his supported my decision and thought that I did the right thing. Thanks to that, they were able to speak some sense into him and convince him to go through with the divorce without trying to fight it. Of course, I also exposed his affair to the fiancé of the woman he was cheating on me with. Unbelievably enough, he also worked at the same company as the two of them, and the rumors spread incredibly quickly. Because of the rumors, she quit voluntarily to find a new job instead. Tony had to pay for child support for Sam, so he couldn't quit, but I heard that he will be demoted soon enough. Even now, he texts me about how much he regrets his actions, but I haven't replied to one of those messages even once. The only time I ever texted him is about the child support, or to arrange meeting times for him and Sam. I don't trust anything that Tony says, so I don't know what will happen from now on. But if he really does regret his actions and has learned his lesson, then I hope that he never does anything to put Sam in a bad spot like that ever again. I moved out of the house with Sam, and we were about to begin our new life with just the two of us. I also got a new job, and I'm planning to starting to work there from the next month. Even after the divorce, my parents and Tony's parents come by sometimes to spend time with their grandson, and they all seem to have a lot of fun together. I don't think that Sam will forget how his father made him feel that day, leaving him alone on the beach. But I will make sure to never let him feel like that again. And as his mother, I will make sure that he always feels loved and cared for by me.